In Luke chapter 4 and verse 18, Jesus said that he came to proclaim freedom for the prisoners and to set the oppressed free. That is part of our goal in Inside Out Freedom Ministries. In order to accomplish that goal, it's important that we have vital partnerships and collaborations with many different entities. Some of the most important partnerships that you have are partnerships within the legal system itself. In reality, the jailer holds the key to the jail, not only physically, but also to our ability to get in and to make a difference in the lives of inmates in the jail. So it's important that we have good relationships with both the jailers and wardens in these facilities, and they see us as a vital tool or an important part of the work that they're doing there. Hopefully, we're not only impacting the inmates while they're in the jail, but we make sure that they don't come back to jail. Sheriffs and city police departments think it's good for them to know who we are and what we're doing and how we're working with these with inmates. The Department of Corrections on all levels. We need to make sure that our policies and programs work hand in hand with their policies, and yet once again they see us as a partner in what they're trying to accomplish as well. The court systems, judges, attorneys, drug court. We want to be a friend to them. We want them to be excited to see us coming. That's why it's important that we do everything with excellence in every way, and come along beside these people in our judicial system as well to provide to help provide freedom for these men and women. For the probation and parole boards, it's also important that we work hand in hand with them, that they know that once those folks leave the facility, that they're not just going back into the same mess that they came out of, but they have those that are standing beside them to help them to get back on their feet and get back in society. There are partnerships that are vital to ministering on the inside of jail before that release time. Some of those partnerships include partnerships with various churches. I believe that we would take on more than just one church tackling this issue. And so developing partnerships through community meetings, talking with different pastors, ministerial associations about what we're doing and what we're trying to accomplish in serving this population. Nonprofit organizations of all sorts can help while we minister on the inside of the jail. Local colleges, community colleges, perhaps even public colleges that can provide classes, teachers, training to go in to help these individuals get not only their GED but other skills as well. Adult education programs, Celebrate Recovery. We would, as we'll share later in our mission and vision, we envision going into the jails themselves and having Celebrate Recovery type ministries in the jails. I have been involved in some ministry like this in a previous pastoral assignment, and it's able to take in a county jail Celebrate Recovery classes on a weekly basis. Not only is it important to have partnerships while ministering inside the jail, but those partnerships probably become even more vital as we go to ministry outside the jail. Once again, a number of churches that can not only provide resources to the ministries that we're trying to do, but also that they would partner with us to provide a community of faith that these folks could be a part of as they come out of incarceration. Social services agencies, once again, nonprofit organizations such as food banks, clothing banks, organizations that help with housing. We are all working together to make a difference in the lives of men, women, and their families. Job training facilities. It's also important that we partner and network with employers who are willing to hire those that are coming out of incarceration. Community shelters, housing programs. Sometimes we don't realize that inmates have a difficult time finding housing when they get out of incarceration. Even federal programs sometimes limit felons and folks who are coming out of jail. And so there are partnerships that need to take place with different organizations to help find housing for these individuals. Mental and physical health professionals. As inmates come out of jail, they're going to continue need physical help and mental help. And so we need to partner with folks that are able to provide these services at either a low cost or free of charge. Recovery communities. Those may include Christian organizations that might utilize Celebrate Recovery, but also would include things like AA and NA. There are partnerships that are vital to us as we minister to the families of the inmates. These would include various churches. Once again, the church is vital. Social service agencies, nonprofit organizations, therapists, counselors, and social workers. We want to not only minister to the men and women that are incarcerated, but to minister to those, their families as well during that time and as they transition out of jail into our housing and our program, and then finally as they transition back to society. These are just a few of the partnerships and collaborations. I'm sure that there's more that we'll find as we go further along in this ministry, but these are some that we envision. Thank you so much for your time and your prayer for Inside and Out Freedom Ministries.